on.
New tonight at 6, the Southeast Portland neighborhood taking matters into their own hands. They say criminal activity on their street became too much. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Reich Gazaway.
I'm Deborah Knapp. As Steve Dunn reports in tonight's City in Crisis Finding Solutions report, they raised money in their own neighborhood to make sure their street stays safe.
Did you plant some of this?
Oh, yeah.
For Joanne, Benson, and Christopher Carter-Tully, their neighborhood, right next to the I-205 bike trail, is blossoming.
So we try to do what's called perennials, to where they will come back each year, to where we don't have to do much more planting maintenance.
Silver troughs filled with various plants up and down Southeast Washington Street. Even the bees seem happy. Look at this one.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Lovely, yes, but it hasn't always been that way. In fact, very recently, their Montevilla neighborhood looked more like this. Homeless RVs lining their street. But they say it was more than that.
And one thing several neighbors and I noticed is that there was a meth lab, so they were producing drugs. We got all sorts of unseemly people coming down the bike path. Nobody would want to use the bike path for recreational use because they were scared. The meth lab, I'll call it, caught fire one morning. There was an RV where that first trough is that was prostituting women. There was a continual cycle.
After numerous calls to the city, one neighbor told us he called for 56 straight weeks. The RVs were removed, and the neighbors seized on the opportunity, moving in the troughs to the tune of $3,000 out of their own pockets.
We bought all of this, put the dirt in, bought all the plants.
Joanne, who's been here for 17 years, says she sleeps better now.
Yep, I do, and I'm really happy because 2 families with young children now take their kids on the bike path. That would never happen last year. That house right there, those people moved out because they had children whose bedrooms are on this side, and they were scared to death, and they moved.
The push toward troughs hasn't been without pushback. Watch this neighborhood surveillance video. You'll see 2 people at different times pulling out the plants and throwing them in the street.
Joanne and I just went and got another one and put it right back.
We got bigger ones that we put cement blocks in the bottom so they're heavy.
The neighbors tell me this isn't an anti-homeless effort, that the criminal activity is what they're trying to eliminate, and for those who don't like it,
I'd tell anybody who thinks we're not being kind, give me your address, I'll drive them over, they can sit in front of your house. If you're that concerned about them, take them in your yard. See if you like that. Because it's people who don't live near the appalling mess that we had to live with who are so concerned about them. Yeah. Invite them over to your house.
While other neighborhoods have seen the city erect those large orange street barriers to keep out the RVs, these neighbors are hoping their approach doesn't raise red flags at City Hall.
I am sure they won't say anything about it because A, you've got them putting the unsightly orange barriers in other neighborhoods, but this one is nice and it keeps us from having to contact the city to have PBOT remove RVs. So we're actually saving the money.
And in turn, saving their neighborhood. They see the fruits of their plantings daily.
We have noticed that, people towing RVs will come down here, slow down, because this is where they could actually deposit RVs, and now then when they see this, they know that the community is watching and they move on.
Do you have a story to tell us about our city in crisis? You can send us an email at cityincrisis@katu.com or leave a voicemail at 503-231-4206.